Howdy, it's Jess Pryles, the Hardcore Carnivore. Today we're celebrating Texas's unique holiday traditions and diverse dishes with one of my favorites, lamb rack. Lamb is a great option if you're looking to cook something a little different for that sort of rock star showcase meat these holidays. I'll be using these ingredients to create a herb butter crusted rack of lamb with a broiled asparagus and feta salad. The main event here is this lovely H-E-B natural Frenched lamb rib rack. And Frenched is just a fancy way of saying that the bones are all nice and clean to give it beautiful presentation. It's got a lovely fat cap full of flavor that we're going to render down during the cooking. Let's get started. I'm starting off with a whole stick of softened salted butter. I actually always use salted butter when I'm cooking or baking because you can never go wrong with a little extra seasoning. I'll add in 1 tablespoon of thyme leaves, 1 tablespoon of fresh oregano, and 1 tablespoon of chopped tarragon leaves, then I'll mix them all together. Now it's back to the main event, the meat. I place my lovely lamb rack on a board and I'll season it generously with kosher salt. Then I'm going to slather the herbed butter all over the top and sides to create a kind of butter blanket which will melt and baste as the lamb roasts. I place the lamb roast onto a rack in a deep pan to catch all the fat, and then it's into a hot 450-degree oven. I'm going to cook the lamb for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to turn that pan around to make sure that it cooks evenly in case I have any hot spots, and cook it for another 10 to 15 minutes. The lamb is ready when it reaches an internal temperature of 135. You can see the fat has melted and turned that deep golden color, and that is where the flavor is. And the butter and herbs have added an extra dimension of deliciousness. So once the lamb is out of the oven, I am going to leave it in that pan to rest, but I will cover it with a little bit of foil just to keep that heat in. I'll rest it for around 10 minutes just to make sure it's super juicy at the end, and that gives me the perfect amount of time to make the asparagus and feta salad. I've got some nice thick asparagus stems laid out onto a single layer on a baking sheet, and I'll drizzle over some avocado oil and then season generously with salt and pepper. Then I'm going to broil them on high for 10 minutes, turning once during cooking. Once cooked, I'll cut them on an angle into about 2 or 3 pieces per spear and then place them into a large bowl along with the zest and juice of 1 small lemon, a good dash of olive oil, and I'll add 4 ounces of coarsely crumbled feta cheese. Now I just have to mix everything together and it's ready. I've sliced the lamb between the bones for serving. They're a perfect medium rare, and the fresh and acidic flavors of that asparagus and feta salad make the perfect balance with the rich lamb. I hope this dish finds its way to your holiday table, and don't forget, you can find more great holiday recipes on H-E-B's YouTube channel.